Hi, good evening. I'm Abhilash, UPSC Civil Service Examination Mentor, and welcome to my weekly session. Thank you all who have been attending the session inside the Zoom call, and people who are watching it right now in the YouTube live, or maybe watch it later. I would request you to, you can increase the speed of your YouTube and you can watch it. Today's session is basically designed as every week we talk about how one part of the session is about all the challenges one faces, the various questions that I receive, and second part is the topic of the day, which I mentioned about how to prepare, how to do notes or things like that. Today, I've kind of mixed it together because one part is the reason being that many colleges across India today, kind of this time, they finish with their final year students, and many students just start their preparation from this month, or maybe think of August as a period to start or join classes from August onwards. So it is for people who are thinking to start their EPSC preparation now, are feeling confused that how do I start, or for the people who have been preparing at home, but the challenge is that they still are unable to clear the prelims or maybe mains, are unable to know about their preparation, they're unable to track their preparation, and they make it becomes more challenging that when you do not know what you are heading towards, where is going to be, what is the kind of preparation. People say that this has to be like this, but had there been one single way, everybody would have followed the same way and cleared the exam. But all of us know this is not the real case. So today's session, I'll be talking about it. And wherever people who are inside the session and who want to have any questions which is there in their mind, during the session it comes, you please use the chat function to put it in the chat. And every 10 minutes, I kind of read the chat, and, uh, you know, to break the monotony of uh, the the slide driven element, I go to the live interaction. Okay, so I hope that is very clear. And if you want to unmute your mic and talk about anything around that, then what I suggest is you raise your hand so that I'm aware that you're unmuting and wanting to ask. Just for this session, at least I will not otherwise know where I'm heading and talking about. Okay, that's the logic. So most of the time, with my interaction with various aspirants, I've realized, especially the self study, जो खुद से पढ़ते हैं at home, they are told that you start with NCRT, you buy this book, you buy Polity, Lakshmikant, you buy Geography, Majid Ali, you buy so many books, Economic, Ramesh, thing like that, many guidance, toppers list, everything is available in the market. You buy, everybody starts studying, like acquiring books. Slowly, what happens is because they have not created a schedule for themselves, or they feel that I can study on my own. They're unable to figure out how much are they studying and completing. Secondly, whatever I'm studying and completing, is it of that level that I can crack this exam? This becomes a very challenging task. And many times, what happens is even if you have known the topic, you are still unable to solve the problem or crack the question, whichever it comes. So that's why that means even if you're aware, if you have not read to the level of prepared to the level of where you can crack the exam, then there is no point studying like that. Then you're putting your effort half-hearted. So these are certain challenges which happen specifically when you are doing self-study. Why self-study? Because the time goes, you put investment of time, date, everything you put, but you do not know the depth of learning where you stand. And you are not focusing on guidance. Secondly, you are looking for guidance from YouTube and other open sources where a generalist guidance is coming. It is not to you or in particular to you, but more towards like this should happen, that should happen, like that for a general crowd. So I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about general studies and only UPSC Civil Service Examination. I'm not going to talk about state service examinations or any other exam conducted by UPSC. Here it is only Civil Service Examination. And two elements are there. Many people ask me that, sir, I am from Tamil Nadu, or I am from Andhra and my medium is Telugu medium and my medium is Tamil medium. Let me be very clear. In UPSC prelims examination, the question paper is of only two mediums, English medium and Hindi medium. You might be studied your entire schooling or maybe graduation in your language medium, but the prelims has to be qualified in either English or Hindi. These are the only language. Only when you write the mains, you have a choice whether you want to use which language. Okay, mostly people take again English or Hindi only, but uh, depends. That I cannot say. That is, I will not say a generic statement. But prelims is only in English language or Hindi language. There is no other language. So even if you are Tamil medium, Telugu medium, regional medium, Odia medium, Gujarati medium, you have to study as per in which you are going to attempt your prelims examination. So hence my mode of preparation or whatever I am suggesting here is in Hindi and English, both. But I per se am an English medium, uh, somebody who is kind of, for the whole content which I prepare and everything which I give is around and about English medium. I translate it in Hindi and give it for Hindi. Same is the case. I do not do answer evaluation or test series for Hindi medium for mains. I would suggest to go somewhere else, but I in English medium I do, because I have been more proficient in English medium when it comes, and I myself have given the exam in English medium. So my knowledge is, or my input knowledge is English medium. But if you ask me whether I know Hindi medium, yes, because even my 10th was till Hindi medium. So that doesn't happen. But in my era, yeah, once you have finished your schooling, every graduation I was usually English medium. So we have to read English books. So that's how English remain language for clearing test. That is the thing. Nothing. I'm not differentiating between any medium. Language is just a part where you are convenient. You have the resource to study from, and you have the practice to express yourself. That's it. Now, what happens is when we start the problem of preparing for, most of the common question that I've received is that how do I start, sir? How do I start? How do I start? How do I begin? Now, everybody will have a different answer to it. There's no point on it. Okay. But as I'm a mentor who is preparing or helping you for self study, I'm going to give you step by step action, which I feel should be a start. Can there be other ways? Yes, there can be other ways. But the challenge with, or psychological challenge which all of us face is, okay, tomorrow is Monday, let's start from Monday. Oh, I thought I will prepare today. Two chapters I will study. I did not get time. Let me start with a fresh look on Thursday. Thursday is a day for Guru, and Guru is the God of knowledge. Let's start with Thursday. Like that, we have multiple beliefs. We procrastinate. We keep on shifting what to start, when to start, things like that. Then there will be some, festival will be there. It is a good day to start. It is a fortunate day to start. The universe is saying to start. Like that, we keep on saying, but we never actually go across it. Because what happens? We do not know what is the starting point. What is the first starting point to say that today I started? I hope you are agreeing with me. I hope this is one of the common challenge with many of you. Have you witnessed this? If yes, let me. You can share me your thoughts. And uh, like I can see one question coming now that, sir, for beginners, NCRT is important or not? Now, see, these are all questions coming because you keep on hearing from all the toppers, all the interviews where they say NCRT, NCRT, NCRT. We will go behind everything. We'll go behind everything and we'll give you a basis of why and where. If it convinces you, only then take an action. If it is not convincing to you, you should not take an action. And it will be, in fact, जो आपको, if you're not convinced with something and you actually move ahead to take an action, you will fail royally and miserably. Because आपका money नहीं है, you don't want to, you're not agreeing with that. So better to think what it is. Now, what happens is today is the era of video and YouTube and so many things. So what happens? We immediately, the moment you feel start, you go to YouTube, search something, how to start for UPSC or attend topper's video, and the topper will say that I was started like this, I had this much challenge, this is how I studied. I studied for 18, 18, 19, 19, 25, 25 hours per day and this, that, like that. Now everything looks very good because he's already cracked the exam. He or she has already cracked the exam. So now they are whatever they say seems true to us because they have cracked the exam. The verifying factor that whatever they have done has enabled them to crack the exam. But honestly speaking, in while we learn from toppers, the problem is we forget that they are some different individual, we are some different individual. They have a different upbringing, I have a different upbringing. They have a different mental capacity, I have a different mental capacity. They are from different they are the daily schedule for themselves is different. The daily schedule for me is different. We forget all that, but just because somebody is saying something like this is how I did, you feel I can also do it. And this is where the first problem comes. For example, this is the problem in our education system. If a monkey feels that he is a fish, will he be able to compete the fish in swimming? If a giraffe feels that the water is not that deep, will it be valid for a cow? No, because each animal has their own structural and own elements. So, like that, each person of us have their own way of looking at things and perceiving things. I cannot decide for you. You cannot take somebody's decision and accept it like that. You have to you have to go through it. Take when you have gone through it, then you know, okay, I've gone through it. Now I feel good or bad. For example, both of us watch one movie. Now Tamil Raja was telling about Jananayakan. Jananayakan is releasing Vijay's movie, and both of us go and watch that movie. Everybody in the state will write that this is the best movie, Vijay's best movie, Talapati's awesome movie, this is the most considerable movie, very relevant, like that they will write. But in person, I did not like the movie. Maybe Tamil Raja liked the movie. But both of us went and watched the movie. That doesn't mean we have to come liking the movie. We have our own choices. We have our own taste. So our own opinion will be very different. But they have made a generic story. They have not created a movie which Abhilash has to like, and they have not created a movie which Tamil Raja has to like. They did not ask me before making the movie. They made a movie. Now it is my choice, which I will say. So when I say no, right? So okay, typical Vijay movie. What else you can expect? That's it. Tamil said, no, no, it is so mass movement type movie. It creates that energy. What we all need to know. We are going to learn from it like that. So everybody will have different perception. So we cannot, or I cannot fix it for you or decide for you. You have to decide for it. Same is the question with NCRT. When UPSC does not endorse any book, and if you see the UPSC's website and you see the syllabus, they have just written the topic name. That's it. They have not endorsed any book because in India the schooling is done at different medium. What are the different medium schooling are done? State medium, state language medium. Then ICSC board is there. Then CBSE board is there. Then state board, I told state board is there. Then home school, national open school is there. So there are multiple boards, and all these multiple boards have their own course curriculum in which they teach class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, like that till class 10 or 12 for that matter, secondary and higher secondary. Now, if you actually see what is the schooling system talking about, all the school system is talking about to us is to know India, is to know your country, your district, your state, your public rights, your citizenship, your geography, your economy. It is only what schooling is teaching you. It is not teaching you any specialized element. Schools are meant for you to understand you are a part of this country, a citizen who has multiple rights, this, that, fundamental right. And you will see from class 6 onward, this has been introduced to you at various level, at maybe at small level, at an introductory level, maybe at a deeper level. Like in class 6, they talk about water cycle. In class 11, they are talking about monsoon and how the monsoon rain happens, the mechanism of monsoon. So this is what is, it's a common knowledge. It is not that if somebody has scored gold medal in 10th class, he has more knowledge about India than somebody who has not scored uh, any gold, any top medal in the 10th class. The knowledge was common. In that particular test day, somebody did it better. So they got the gold medal or rank. But otherwise, the knowledge was generic to all. Now, this is where UPSC comes into picture, that they are telling that we are not looking for gold medals. We are looking for people who have generic awareness about their surrounding current importance event of national and international stature. Like that, these are the language in which syllabus is written. So that means what, a 10th class student will be able to understand the questions and question papers of UPSC if the time boundedness is not given to them. But they will be able to understand. So these are certain things where UPSC is very open. But if it's so open, how do we start? Hence comes the fundamental element that NCRT has created books, their readership books from very good big authors, and NCRT book is available from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Nagaland, everywhere, because it is available online also in depth. So there is a standard way of which you look at India that comes into the picture. That's the reason why NCRT is followed as a standard mechanism. And many times, UPSC also feels that if they create a question out of NCRT's data, that is true, because entire country is accepting that as a true data. Maybe old, but they are true. It is mentioned in NCRT. Hence, NCRT becomes necessary, because multiple times you will see UPSC has generated a question from the NCRT level itself. Its solution is there in NCRT itself. So that's the reason. But UPSC is not endorsing that I have taken it from NCRT. Just that they have followed the knowledge from or the information from NCRT reference. This is also very common, that you will see that when you give the exam paper prelims, you will see there will be ambiguity. Even the UPSC has ambiguity in their own question, which is the right answer. It changes. It changes because the reference of current affair, reference of numbers or standard source is where the opinion changes. One source will say this, one source will say this. Which to follow? So generally they follow the NCRT source. That's the reason NCRT becomes critical. Now coming to my today's session, where this procrastination, that when to start, what to start. So the moment people say preparation start, what happens is all of us know how to make ourselves busy. What is the busy? You watch videos, you keep on downloading PDFs. You go to any of the VPSC websites, coaching institute website, they will give you so much to download. This is the current affair, this is the free syllabus, this is the free material, free, so much free. Telegram channel, that courses, that classes, this is the notes of this, that is the, just people keep on downloading without even opening what is their downloading, whether it is useful for them. And the most common thing is joining multiple Telegram groups, and folder, creating the mobile folder for downloading your content. So these things becomes one of the regular activity, which makes you feel that you are preparing, but really that is not the preparation. I don't know whether you how much you believe in this. Most of the time we feel that somebody will come and say that today is the day one for you. That one day is today for you to start. We cannot tell it to ourselves, because every day we postpone ourselves from starting that one day. So, if you have been waiting till today that I will start on someday, As a mentor and somebody who's attending the session today, I say today is the day one. 23rd of July 2026 is your first day of UPSC Civil Service preparation. If you are not serious about it, if you have been, studying half-heartedly, maybe given an attempt, but never felt that you have given your heart and soul in preparation, then today is the day to start that. So we are going to talk about this, but we are not going to say, I'm not going to tell you read the video, watch the video, or download something. No, I'm not going to talk about that. You have to just first feel that today is my day one and what exactly is the readiness we are going to have. So first and foremost is having a pen and a paper or a notebook. This is your first task that you need to have in your hand. A book which is going to be there for entire duration of your preparation. Notebook, I mean to say. You can do with that. I hope you are having that with you. Okay. So, number one place to go for UPSC, I don't know, many of the time people feel they are not aware, and I'm very, uh, maybe I'm sometimes very surprised that how come people are not aware about it. So, Union Public Service Commission has a website of its own. It's a government website which is upsc.gov.in. Okay. I would want you to visit that website at least once. At least once. I put it in the chat. This is your website, which is UPSC's Union Public Service Commission, the body which conducts this examination. This is considered as HR of government, which helps in recruitment of talent for examination. If you have never been to that website, I just wish that you bookmark it in your mobile and everything. So if you can, I have kind of shared it over here. So you in this website, you get the access to how to apply for exam notification, calendar, written result, and previous year question papers, answer keys, mark information, marks of recommended candidates, reserve list, everything about that exam which UPSC conducts. And UPSC conducts multiple exams, but we will focus on civil service examination. So this is the website. Do not go, do not try to follow on from other third party website. People actually, what they do these days, they use AI and make it feel as if they are the authentic source. No. Government exam and every authentic government thing is available for free. You do not have to pay for that, all that. So you go to previous year question paper and you can download uh, previous years. There are so many examination like Civil Services Preliminary Examination 2026, General Studies paper 1 and paper 2 of 2026. Like that, you can access paper from here. Okay. I hope no doubt about it. Very clear about it. Here, there should not be any challenge. Many people will be knowing it, but I still showed it because many people still, I've seen they, access. from some YouTube or some other random links and all, or Telegram. They don't know where is the actual source. Notification, every government announcement comes as a notification or is called as a gadget. And UPSC examination itself is a notification and a gadget from where every year's examination rules are written. So we have to follow that rules. No coaching institute can give you rules. Every eligibility, every whatever I spoke, like which are the languages, what are the books, like what is the attempt, when is your birth, what is the eligible dates of age, what is the eligible dates, all that, all information about that thing comes as a notification. So that is available in UPSC website itself. So our first, and that notification includes a syllabus chunk also for prelims and mains and optionals. So you get direct access to what is the optional considered for this year exam. Many coaching institute also say that we have syllabus, but not necessarily they are the having the current ones. So you have to go for the current one, you have to go for the current year notification. So having that notification itself actually shows that you are ready and already prepared. Then comes having previous year question paper. Yes, it is a kind of collection, but one has to go because we need to, when you're going for a game, you need to know what is the rule of the game and how the game has been played. Because otherwise, what is the point? Otherwise, it is like an ocean. आप पढ़ते ही रह जाओगे और पता ही नहीं करना क्या है. You need to have a target. You need to know what you're preparing for. And nothing better than the exam paper which can tell you what level of preparation you need. Third is, I told you, having a notebook and pen. Always find a pen as your best friend because this is a very 1979 based exam. It is still pen and paper based exam. Although AI has come, all this computer exam has come, you are must be learning some app and everything. Still, the final exam, you go and mark bubble in prelims and you handwrite. Your handwriting decides your mains exams answers. So we have to prepare that with old way type, like your parents or father prepared for their exam. Having notes, writing notes, detailed notes. If you show laziness here, imagine then if you are lazy during preparation, then in the war you will definitely die. If you're very active, if prepare very active now, so in the day of exam you will find everything coming to you to write. So this is something, first three steps. And then are people who are repeaters, those who started previously, they have given exams, prelims exam one or two three times. I would say until unless you don't find your mistakes, don't move ahead. First find the gaps. What problem went? Why did you falter? Was it because you could not recall? Second, or you did not study only, you did not remember anything. Or third, you are so nervous about the question paper in the exam that you could not take a right judgment that time. You need to know about yourself very well because your behavior in the exam center is what decides how your exam is going to be. You might talk to me very confidently when we are talking in a normal scenario. But in the exam hall, maybe your nervousness is, working against you. So we need to prepare everything with that aspect. And then, yes, rather than doing multiple things, going very structurally is a beneficial way because every 1 week you know that how much you are preparing, what you are preparing. So people who have yet to start something, first day, first activity, download the prelims paper one and paper two, and read all the questions. I'm not saying do the questions. Just read like newspaper. You might feel sleepy only. Even if you feel sleepy, read all the questions. At least underline the questions. And just realize whenever you're reading the question, are you able to know whether it is geography, physics, science, or chemistry, or environment, or history? What is the nature of question? If you're able to know that much, it's fine. But reading all the 100 question is what is the first and foremost thing. Similar in the mains paper also, download the first paper and read all the questions. Not, I'm not, you don't have to write any answer. When you read the question, your brain will say whether you are aware about that thing or you know nothing about it. At least have that calculation in your mind. So it is about diagnosis. It is about knowing that what do you understand from that reading it. It is about to knowing that where do you actually start. If you know nothing, then we start from full scratch. That what is geography, what is history, what is like that. If you are aware about some things, okay, this is coming from geography, this is coming from history, then we know one level of knowledge you recall, whatever you studied in school. So always do few of the things. See, whatever I'm putting in the slide, I'll be giving you this slide also. You can download it in your WhatsApp. I must have given a link how to download the sessions. So you can just click after the session. You will see the website. The session will be uploaded and the slides will be available to download. You can do that. So it is better to know yourself fundamentally where you stand, where you stand, and for people who are doing repetitive repeating or a restarter, for them तो I say you have to go each topic by topic. क्या कमी रह गई उसको ढूंढना है उसे सुधारना है तो you need to be very very honest to yourself. Many times in because of the audience people community's impression we try to say अरे बहुत अच्छा गया था पर पता नहीं कैसे नहीं हुआ. We don't try to accept our own problem. But if you want to improve really, and you have to be very genuine in the next attempt, accept the fact that you did not clear and why you did not clear, what was the reason you did not clear. When you are very clear with these aspects, you know what you have to improve on. So, what happens is uh, many a times our awareness about a topic makes us feel that we would be able to crack it. But when you read the full question, you will realize, okay, I know everything about it, but suddenly I just don't know the answer. Hence, practice is very important. And similar in the nature is that feeling of, ये तो मुझे पता है, I already know it. This is also very common, which is going to come to you. But how do we manage it? It is through practice and going, structurally. So that is something very. Yeah, I just told you, I just got a question, just 2 minute break. Dima is asking, sir, can you send me the PDF of the session? And I told you that I have given a link of how to access your weekly session and download in your WhatsApp message only it is there. You see that after the session is over today, you have to go to that link. You will get the recording of today's session and also the PDF to download. Okay. So but I wish you to be focusing here right now because what happens, you keep on collecting, you never get another 1 hour to go through it. Never in the life it comes that an hour, 1 hour is for doing something else. For me, especially people once you are into the graduation and you are now looking for a job and you are preparing for a career exam like UPSC, your examination is your first teacher. You have to see that every question, whatever you are reading or studying or this thing, you are able to actually crack that exam or not. So previous year papers are your guiding lights. So this is where I feel that you should, rather than going to multiple coaching, multiple test series, multiple those things, if you genuinely once complete the previous year questions, last 10-year questions genuinely, nothing can beat your level of preparation. But if you go to other, but why I'm saying so because many times we follow what people are doing. Okay. But followership does not allow that you will reach the excellence. If you know what you have to study, what you have to prepare, and you are able to give time to it, then only you will be able to reach the excellence. So these are some techniques of how question and syllabus you prepare and connect. I will not go right now because why? Until and unless you don't see both of them in your hand, syllabus and question paper, you will not be able to realize what I'm talking. Second is about your people who have failed prelims and are have done their analysis, where you know that what is your weak session, what is your strength session. Whenever I see uh, complex number or anything uh, in the paper two or CSAT, I find it very tough. I'm not able to crack CSAT. So many people here will say that they could not clear the prelims because CSAT became very tough, where CSAT is only a paper of eligibility. They could not clear the minimum eligible number. So why that happened and what all challenges they should, get ready for from now on. So these are certain things is about knowing your analysis and failure. So here is this is an analysis type where you know that when you do a question wrong, you realize it is knowledge gap. मुझे आता ही नहीं है भैया मुझे पढ़ा ही नहीं है और conceptual gap. I actually studied it but I understood it wrong. Or application gap. Okay, I know about it in the concept, but I never knew that it is going to be applied like this. Practice was missing. And then comes exam skill gap. You because of that particular exam day, my nervousness, oh, everything went black out. I could not recall anything. Many people have this whole thing also going on. So these are certain things which we know on what topic, what is happening that we analyze. Next comes this topic called self-study. Now, self-study does not mean kuch bhi padhte raho. No. You have to create a challenge for yourself, a guiding line for yourself, a milestone or a small journey like they do in the marathon and all point of reach 5 kilometer to 10 kilometer like that. You have to create something like that. Only then you know what you are studying to and where you have to reach. What is the next goal? So that is where we call the study planning, and that is where I help it because everybody will do it differently as per your own capacity. Many a time we overburden yourself with larger goals, big goals, and that becomes the reason for our failure because we try to do more than what is our capacity. Focus initial level after 5 minutes only will not able to focus. You'll start dreaming about what will I happen, or if you're studying about history, you'll remember what they were doing in that era, like that. Something mind will keep on distracting. Unfortunately, if you have mobile phone in your hand, then some Instagram reel will keep on happening, or some YouTube shorts will keep on happening. These are all natural. And in the night, you'll realize, oh my God, my entire day went. I only studied 2 pages, or maybe not that. So how do we deal with it? We actually reduce our milestone. We reduce our, we kind of study called in achiever mindset rather than guilt mindset. So I have created a small schedule for you to know whether you can follow a roadmap or not. This you can take a screenshot or I will get it also in the deck. The next exam is on 22nd, 23rd May, I think, 23rd May 2027, and that is Sunday. And we are going to prepare for that prelims, keeping our that day as the major date. That is the goal date. Today, around from today, if we calculate around 303 days are remaining for it. So that way you should be able to plan your each day with what kind of action it should bring so that at the end of 303 day when you go for the exam, you know that you were focusing on this target since last 300 days. Many people you have a question that how do I start? How do I start? So what I have also done is, especially I with the Elevate IS platform, I started something called giving foundation plan, GS foundation plan through daily email. हर दिन आपको एक email आएगा and email will have the study content to study. And this email is basically what? This is the entire foundation plan which you go by classroom. Now, what you have to do is you just go to the website, Elevate I start. Just a second, I'll show you also. If you're not understanding anything, please let me know. I'll let you know. This is the website elevateis.com. This is the home page where, if you spend some time, it will let you know about this, who I am, what is my this thing. I do not endorse any student or past success. That doesn't mean I don't have student. I have student who have cleared the exam, but I don't endorse their names and like from our institute. I'm not an institute. I'm just a mentor. So I just help for people who ask me for help. And I have most of a self-study focused guy, and I do that part much clearly. So here we have every week coming to this session, you can come with your doubt of about the exam at any stage of the exam. You write it and send it. I respond to all your doubts. So most of the doubts are these days on how to start. So this website gives you a lot of things, and also one of the things it gives you for free is also that you can build your own study plan. You can just see, put your own details. What is your time? What is your available plan? You'll come out with a rough study plan. What you can do. If you say join the workshop, this is the workshop actually. But if you come through SEO here, I ask for 90 rupees. Why? 90 rupees is platform fee for you to start the GS Foundation 400 days GS Foundation program. The moment you click it here and you start your program, you will start getting a mail in your inbox saying that you have been enrolled to GS Foundation plan. And tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., your first email of NCRT, sixth class NCRT will come to you in the morning. I will show you also, if possible, how the mail looks. The mail will come from, I hope you're able to see my screen. The mail will come from study@reviseforis.com. Here you say, for example, this is the mail you get. So you will have one learning chapter video lesson. You'll have the chapter notes, which you have to download and handwrite it in your own notebook. This is the source chapter, NCRT chapter. Then you'll have revision MCQ of this chapter. This is again a PDF version. I'm also working on creating it in a digital version for a better analytics. And I think that it is going on. The moment you have it, you will come to know. Even if you have enrolled, you will come to know for tracking and doing more analysis on a value added basis. But this will give you directly the PDFs, the questions. And then that is today's study material. Only 1 hour I'm asking in the day like this. And then you submit your doubt if you have any doubt over the topic. If you find any error in the, any of the questions or anything, you can bring me to the notice, feedback to me, or you can WhatsApp me now, which is the WhatsApp number I DM or discuss with. So this is how you get mail. You will get every month you will get one full test. Like here, mock test is there, and then you will get your one current affair bulletin for every month. And apart from that, second Tuesday of every month, doubt clearing session from all the doubts which have been submitted on the for everybody to discuss if they want to attend. And the recording will be also subsequently available on the email. So that is how This 400-day GS Foundation program takes care of your preparation. First 100 days we complete NCERT. Second 150 days we complete topic wise all the chapters and answer writing starts. And then it is more about revision and preparation through test series and answers and questions like that. So like that. So 400 days you will have all the topics, all the subjects, which is syllabus, which are static portion to it, and as per that particular month, sessions for current affairs. I mean, that's it. That's it at 90, and it will be in Hindi and English medium. Add-on will be many things like answer writing evaluation, essay paper evaluation, and test series for prelims, and then things like that. That will come in future. But right now, you start with something, show the consistency, show the discipline, and then after 25 days, if you are able to continue for 25 days this plan, you get an opportunity to be part of my inner circle or mentorship circle. That is chargeable, but that is only open to people who show consistency, not randomly for anyone, because if you are there in the inner circle, then you have to study and prepare. Then the things become much harder actually. And that is where I charge for the mentorship actually. The students who are actually serious and definitely giving time and allotting time in their daily basis. So coming back to, we'll take a second of pause. I've got a question that you can send me. Okay, there are no more questions over here. I hope I was able to clearly tell about the program. And 90 days is platform fee actually. So that is otherwise the entire program is free. You have to give the when you start, you know the link to start off with. So this is the steps. Foundation program will give you all the sessions of prelims, mains, and interview as well. No app, no nothing, just email, YouTube, and WhatsApp. That's it. When we have the tracker, that we will talk about the completion tracker. It will be a value-added stuff, and it will be different. It'll have some login to you given to you. And I told you like now PDF, when you get questions in PDF, there you'll have a system to do the complete your practice session. So here the self-study is more structured, is more accountable, and under the mentor guidance that you know, or I tell you what kind of preparation you have to do. Learning what not to learn and learning like what is not relevant is knowing about that is more important in this exam because what happens, we all have the perception that UPSC is everything under the sun. It is not like that. It is also an exam. It has a way to clear it, and as a mentor, my objective here is to make you clear the paper, not to make you a gold medalist or an academician. No, this exam is for job, and how can we be in the finalist? That is the objective. And here, this is what the basic steps of how do you start. Take the step one of activity. This is the GS Foundation program itself. So I would suggest that people who are willing to start, they start their foundation plan today and within 2 3 days whatever is they're looking what is their feedback they'll come let me know. It is I'm updating the program also parallel so they will not miss out on anything but maybe there should be like right now the content is all coming in English, will come in bilingual, the tracker and everything will slowly update it. So this is for people who are just starting right now or people who are repeat aspirants, working professionals, self-study aspirant, coaching student who have already done the coaching, but अभी track में नहीं रह पा रहे for them. To be in the track and be in, following a a specific study routine. It is not about lack of effort. It is about actually building discipline and consistency, which is where the difference lies. You will keep on failing. You will give many exams. Many times it will not go the way you want to go, exam to go, but still a progress will happen. So this is what is about. Okay. Now come to the next. I want to announce this that there are two announcements to be made. Number one is people who have given prelims 2026. For them, I have a session called Know Your Mistakes on 2nd August 2026, who have failed the prelims and are have not yet done analysis and would like to do the paper once again with me. We replicate the exam day on 2nd August. The fees for this is 200 rupees, but this is post you complete your uh, analysis. The charges are 200 is to know your ethics basically, but this is more towards people at the end of the question. This thing you will come to know analysis of your SWOT analysis, your preparation analysis. What are the gaps? These are for people who prepared and failed in the prelims. Okay, not for the beginners who have not even given the exam. It is for somebody who is prepared. Okay. So this is something for people who are, restarting is one very big this thing because you feel I prepared, I did everything, still I failed. God was not kind on me. Yes, that is true, but also there is a mechanism, scientific way in which you can overcome. First, find the mistakes, then starts. These are the gaps I need to fulfill, and then plan your journey. You cannot just start from scratch doing everything again. So this is where that exam, the things will happen. Then will be in the entire session. What is went wrong? How did you read the question? What was your? Why were you careless? So many things will come to know. So that is what is there on 2nd August, and the link will be for that also shared to you in your all those people who have registered. You'll get it a link in WhatsApp, and that's it. But otherwise, people who have attended the session today and what today is the day I told you we have already announced. Today is the first day or day one. What you have to do is to download the prelim paper and main paper and read every question and put it in your book. How did you feel about your book? And then, if you want to start your preparation, the self-study preparation, you can choose the GS Foundation plan. You have to just pay the 90 rupees fee of platform and it starts. If you have any technological challenge coming in between, you can reach out to me over WhatsApp. And if you need to have one-on-one session more to understand more or discuss more about your challenges again for mentoring, you can reach out to me. So definitely today's takeaway is this that you complete this sentence. Today is day one of my UPSC preparation and my first completed task will be what? Please write it over the chat. Nobody is coming to announce and say that you have started preparation. It is you who has to declare that I have started. So don't wait, just take the first step. With this, I close my today's session. If you have any questions further, please let me know. Second announcement was about geography optional. I'm going to start my geography optional. That will be different from daily email based, but that will be more closer batch. And let me be very honest, that will be my first online batch through this Elevate IS. Okay. But that is not the first time I'm going to teach it. It is after I started on my own. This will be my first batch. So I would be starting something called as pre-foundation session in August mid. And if you are interested in geography optional, you can attend those sessions and then decide for whether you want to be part of optional subject coaching with me. Okay. Those will be classes. Those will be optional will be held differently and because that needs a different approach and that way it will be taken care. So these are the two things. One is to start your prelims analysis if you have flunked the prelim last time, and start with your gap and fulfilling the gap. Second is about the optional. And primarily, we're talking if you want starting preparation for UPSC, you start with daily foundation laying, and slowly, slowly, as you show consistency and discipline, we increase the effort and increase the time as per your own timetable and as per your own availability. So, with this, today's session is over. If you have any questions, please put it in the chat box and I will be happy to answer it. So, all the people who are watching on YouTube live, thank you for watching on YouTube. And it's time to close the stream. You can DM me, or all the details are there in the description. You can reach out through that to me. Thank you. Thank you, everyone who are attending the session now. Thank you again for your time.